Seniors, congratulations. I'm so proud of you and all that you've accomplished over the years. I hope you always remember to keep learning and trying new things because you might end up finding something that you really, really love more than you can ever imagine. Love you all and go Green Wave. Seniors, congratulations. I'm so proud of you and all that you've accomplished over the years. I hope you always remember to keep learning and trying new things because you might end up finding something that you really, really love more than you can ever imagine. Love you all, and go Green Wave.
Then I'm only one call away. Call me baby if you need a friend. I just wanna give you love. Come on, come on, come on. Reaching out to you, so take a chance. No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing.
Class of 2025, congratulations. You are officially graduates of Somerville High School. You've done it. Now it's time to go out there and show the world that you are the Green Wave. Go get them, guys.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew.
Congratulations, class of 2025. You are my first senior class, and it has been an absolute privilege to get to teach you. I love each and every one of you, and especially LJ. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. Congratulations.
Class of 2025, congratulations, you made it, and I'm so very proud of you. You are going to do amazing things in this world. I know you well enough to tell you that. Best wishes.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know for you is that.
Okay, so my advice for seniors in general would be the biggest piece of advice is make sure that you communicate well.
Do your laundry, don't stay up late, do all the responsible stuff that your mommy and daddy tell you to do.
It doesn't matter who it is. If you have a hard time communicating, you're going to have a hard time being successful in anything you do.
First of all, be yourself.
From here, as the graduating senior, you step off to become the most junior, least experienced, least knowledgeable, and most disrespected person in the place that you will be next.
Do the right thing.
Soon, real life happens, and real life doesn't care what you've achieved. As far as they're concerned, your entire high school career was just a prerequisite to life.
Fight the power.
So, go get on with life. Make the best of it.
And I think more than anything, do what you want to do as long as it makes you happy and you actually know why you're doing it.
My advice to seniors is that the journey is just as important as the destination. In other words, you got to have fun along the way, and there's going to be lots of different twists and turns, and you're going to change your mind, and things that you thought you knew, you're not going to know, and that's life.
You know, always be ready to do that next project, chase that next thing, and just enjoy what you do.
Don't sweat it too much. You're gonna make mistakes. Like, it's gonna happen. Figure out how to fix it, figure out how to learn from it. The only problem is if you don't learn from the mistakes you're making.
It'll all work out in the end.
Okay. Good evening, graduates, parents, friends, families, and all of the incredible supporters who have joined us today. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. This year is particularly special, not just because we're celebrating our own accomplishments, but because we are graduating during Somerville High School's 100th anniversary. It's an incredible honor to be part of such a historic milestone and to contribute to the legacy of this school. For those who don't know me, I'm Caroline Schwest, your senior class president. I'll keep this brief because I know you're all excited to walk across that stage. First, I would like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to the people who have supported us throughout our journey. Whether you are a parent, grandparent, sibling, friend, teacher, or one of our amazing guidance counselors, you've made a lasting impact on our lives. You showed up, you cheered us on, you stood by us when things were tough, even when you received nothing in return. To all of you, thank you. Thank you for staying up late with us before tests. Thank you for showing up to our games, concerts, and plays. Thank you for reminding us of our worth when we forgot it ourselves. While we may not say it enough, we do appreciate you more than words can ever fully express. Personally, I know I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for my mom and my dad pushing me to get involved. That encouragement helped me step out of my comfort zone and step into roles I never imagined I'd take on. Student Council Officer, National Honor Society Officer, Commanding Officer, and a proud member of the International Thespian Society. It's been a full ride, and I'm grateful for every second of it. Over the past 4 years, we've achieved remarkable things academically, athletically, artistically, and more. Our Model UN team placed second in the state 2 years in a row. Our softball team brought home back-to-back state championships, with one of our own headed to the University of South Carolina. Go Cox. Our girls basketball and men's football teams both reached the state championships. Our orchestra earned Superior with Distinction twice, and our theater program brought home 2 top awards across multiple competitions. Our ROTC unit was named a Distinguished Unit with honors 3 years running. And our orienteering team qualified for nationals not once but twice, competing with the best teams across the country and even internationally. Every part of this school has something to celebrate. These accomplishments are a reflection of your hard work, your passion, and your resilience. We've shown the world what Somerville High School is made of. So even if you're counting down the seconds to the end of the ceremony, take a moment to be proud, truly proud, of the person you've become. Whether you're headed to the college, to military, or the workforce, I hope you find purpose, joy, and success in the path you choose. To every student sitting in these chairs today, congratulations. Whether you're wearing 10 cords or just your gown, your presence, your growth, and your impact have helped shape this unforgettable class of 2025. Thank you, and let's go make history.
proud stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, yeah, and the home of the brave.
Good evening, faculty, administration, board members, honored guests, parents, and the soon-to-be graduates of the 100th class of Somerville High School. It is a true honor to introduce this year's salutatorian, Charles Gross, a modern-day Renaissance man, if there ever was one. Charles once described himself to me as having a photographic memory with a touch of dementia. That statement alone should tell you he's not just a student with a high GPA, he's a one-of-a-kind personality, and in the very best way. I first met Charles as his civil engineering teacher during his junior year. At that time, all I really knew about him was that I had taught his older brother Will, and repeatedly, much to Charles's chagrin, I called him by the wrong name. To this day, he may still be harboring a grudge, and honestly, I wouldn't blame him. But it didn't take long for me to realize that Charles was very much his own person. Curious, clever, creative, and completely unique. Charles's interests are as diverse as they are deep. Take music, for instance. One day, out of the blue, he asked me who I thought the greatest guitar player of all time was, Eddie Van Halen. It wasn't just small talk. It turned into a long-term discussion about metal music. But Charles doesn't just enjoy the genre, he cultivates it. As he co-founded a music club at our school to promote the appreciation for the artistry behind metal guitar. That type of ambition is rarely observed in a high school hallway. He also has a remarkably sharp sense of humor, often deploying it to get out of extra work or to teach others lessons the hard way, or as he might say, people gotta learn. His wit and his timing made him a memorable presence in my classroom, and not just academically. Charles isn't only about brains and laughs. Charles is also deeply civic-minded. He organized food donations for Meals on Wheels in Somerville through his part-time job, and this past year, he served as a student intern for the town of Somerville's Brownfield Steering Committee, contributing to critical revitalization projects right here in our own community. Charles is firmly committed to a future in engineering. He has demonstrated this through his classroom performance, his participation in STEM Fest as a junior and a senior, and his participation and work with the Rocket Club design team. This fall, Charles will take the next step in his journey at Florida Institute of Technology, where I have no doubt he will continue to push boundaries, challenge ideas, and find new ways to leave his mark, just as he did here at Somerville. Without further delay, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's salutatorian, Charles Robert Gross.
They got the bright lights on down here. Need some sunglasses. Anyways, time for the speech. In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. Now I've reached that age, I've tried to do all these things the best I can. But no matter how I tried, I failed to do it alone. The journey that brought me here today is one built on the support of countless individuals, and I'd like to take a moment to thank just a few of them. We've all had that one teacher that we think about when I mention the phrase, a great teacher. Even if you couldn't care less about school, like me, there's always that one teacher who had an irrefutable impact on your life. To me, that was Mr. Eddyburn, who reluctantly agreed to introduce me today. Mr. Eddyburn had the unique ability to recognize the students who were striving for more and provide them with opportunities to get real-world experience and opportunities outside of the classroom, an opportunity that wasn't provided to me at any other point in my education. Though he did once tell me that if I were to become a civil engineer, any building that I designed would terrify him because shortcuts get people killed. But I digress. Thank you, Mr. Eddyburn, for your guidance and belief in me, even if it scared you a little bit. Thank you to all the families gathered here today. Your influence and support for your student is a major reason that they will walk across this stage today. Thank you especially to my family, who are here for me, of course. Well, I don't know. They love my girlfriend quite a lot, so they might be here for her. But your support and dedication to me throughout these last 4 years has been immeasurable. Thank you, guys. I love you. Throughout high school, friendships and relationships change, but their impact remains constant. Our friends have all played a part in our accomplishments leading up to today, giving us a good laugh when needed, encouraging us to do what we thought we couldn't be done, and keeping us from doing the things that we really shouldn't do. Thank you to my friends who have seen me at my worst and at my absolute best, and always found a way to remind me that I'm short, or the stupidest smart person they know. Thanks for keeping me humble though, guys. I wouldn't be on this stage without y'all. And finally, but most importantly, I want to thank God for the gift of life and the opportunity to be here today. There truly is no greater blessing. As you walk across this stage today, I want you to remember that you have accomplished something that many across the world may never have the chance to achieve, but you did not get here alone. Think of all the people who have played a role in your journey, whether it be your mom for pouring into your life, or the Waffle House waitress for tolerating your rambunctious conversations at 1 in the morning. For alone, we are doomed to crumble unless we grow and learn to appreciate the impact of others. So carry that gratitude with you, not just for today, but always. And on those inevitable days when everything is just too much and you feel as though you don't want to wake up, remember the people who believed in you, stood by you, and sacrificed for your success. Now, I was going to end this speech by attempting a backflip, but I didn't raise enough money for it to be worth the hospital bill when I fail. So instead, I'll simply say this. Welcome, class of 2025, to your one and only high school graduation ceremony.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2025 and 100th commencement exercises for Somerville High School. It is truly an honor to be part of such a special day for this class of seniors, and this celebration would not be possible without the individuals here on the stage with me today. Representing our district office leadership, Superintendent Mr. Chad Doherty, Chief Academic Officer Mrs. Katie Barker, Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Kenneth Farrell, Director of Secondary Schools, Mr. Maurice Cannon, Assistant Director of Secondary Schools, Mrs. Christy Sealander, Assistant Director of Middle Schools, Ms. Kelly Purvis, and Assistant Director of School Counseling, Ms. Galia Mercer-Brown. Representing our Dorchester District 2 School Board of Trustees, Board Chairman, Dr. Ashley Wimberly, Board Vice Chair, Ms. Kelly Bates, Board Secretary, Ms. Cynthia Powell, Board Trustee, Mr. Evan Guthrie, Board Trustee, Mr. Justin Farnsworth, and Board Trustee, Ms. Annie King. I would be remiss if I did not also recognize our unsung heroes, the administration, faculty, and staff that for the last 4 years have worked, laughed, cried, fought, and struggled with you, who believed in you, maybe even at times when you didn't believe in yourself. I wish I could name each and every person, but I know you all know who those people were for you and the role they played in you reaching this moment. So let's take a moment, seniors, to show our appreciation to them. Class of 2025, today is such a special day. As the 100th graduating class of Somerville High School, you are part of a monumental moment in the history of our school. Tonight, we stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us and continue to the legacy that is Somerville. Being here today with you to witness your journey to this exciting and momentous occasion is a privilege and one that I will always remember. To truly appreciate the significance of 100 years of Somerville High School, let's take a quick look back. A century ago, in 1924, Somerville High School began as a brick building on Main Street, where our current district office now stands. The superintendent was James H. Spann, whom Spann Elementary is named for, and the principal was R.H. Rawlings, who also taught history while being principal. Over 100 years, 20 principals have guided this institution, from the first, Mr. Rawlings, to Mr. Kenneth Farrell, who's with us tonight, and now me. Reflecting on the past year at Somerville, I thought about what makes Somerville so special. It's not just the oak tree-lined courtyards or the green wave pride. It's you, the class that rebuilt traditions after the pandemic years, the class that broke academic records. The halls of Somerville High School hold your memories, from the nervous excitement of your freshman year to the thunder of Friday night lights under the oaks, to the quiet moments that no one knows about that changed everything for you. So, to the class of 2025, as you stand on the edge of the vast ocean of your future, know that anything and everything is possible. I hope you will always take that jump and not fear the fall. I hope you choose adventure. Take that chance, go for the impossible. Think about all of those who have believed in you and even those who did not, and show them who you are. Sail into the waves of experience and come back home under the oaks where sweet tea is king and the green wave is forever. Because we at Somerville are rooting for you, celebrating with you, and we are so proud of you and who you have become. And while your compass is now pointing you in a new direction, know this: these oaks will always shade your memories. This community will always cheer your victories. And no matter where life takes you, you will always be a green wave. Before I end tonight, I have a message from Rip, who could not be here tonight. Rip, who loves you all more than you probably love him, wants you to know. In his short amount of time in his puppy life, you have made an impact and shown him so much love. He will miss you all, he believes in you, and he will be here when you come back, waiting for his hugs, walks, and stroller rides. So it has been my greatest honor to serve as your principal. I will miss you all, but I will look forward to seeing you in the future and seeing the amazing young men and women you will become. Go Green Wave.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amy Litz, and it is my honor to introduce your 2025 valedictorian, Chandler Rourke. This speech is the product of two teachers from the biomedical science department. Mrs. Hamrick, that could not be here tonight, and myself. We have both had the pleasure of being a part of Chandler's high school journey over the last 4 years, and we are so excited that you asked us to introduce you today. Chandler was a 4-year member of HOSA and a completer of the biomedical science pathway. My first impression of Chandler was that she was quiet, but quick, with a warm, genuine smile that lit up her face. As a veteran teacher, I know not to underestimate the quiet student. There is power in the quiet student, the student that is humble but stands out without needing attention, the student that is mature beyond their years and an eager learner. From the start, Chandler was just this type of student. She quietly stood out among her peers. My first interaction with her was when she and her partner prepared for their very first HOSA competition. She came in early, asked thoughtful questions, and didn't want just to get it right. She wanted to understand it. That early glimpse into her maturity, punctuality, which I don't have, and genuine love of learning only deepened with time. She competed at the HOSA State Leadership Conference all 4 years of high school, and this summer will proudly represent Somerville High School on the international stage in Nashville. Currently serving as our HOSA president, Chandler leads with calm confidence and a supportive spirit, always ready to uplift those around her. She is also a dedicated member of numerous clubs and honor societies. And if that wasn't enough, she's been a varsity tennis athlete since 7th grade, a 6-year commitment that speaks volumes about her discipline and competitive drive. Now, don't let all of that achievement fool you. Chandler is also incredibly down to earth. She's quietly witty, humble. In all the years I've known her, I've never heard her speak poorly about another person. Instead, she lifts people up, always. She's the kind of student who makes you proud to be an educator, the kind of person you want in the health field, and the kind of person who makes every room a little brighter. This fall, Chandler will take the next step in her academic journey as a biomedical engineering student with a minor in business administration at Clemson University. Her plan is to pursue pharmacy school after she completes her undergraduate degree. It's a path that perfectly reflects her strengths, her attention to detail, her love of science, and most of all, her desire to help others. So please join me in welcoming the Somerville High School Class of 2025 valedictorian, Ms. Chandler Rourke.
Good evening, faculty, families, and graduates. First, I'd like to take a moment to thank the teachers, district administration, mentors, families, and friends who have guided us to this moment. My name is Chandler Rourke, and I'm honored to speak as the valedictorian of the 100th graduating class of Somerville High School. 77 years ago, my grandfather stood in front of his class in Fairfield, Ohio, delivering his own valedictorian speech. He spoke of great expectations for the future, not ones rooted in wealth or status, but in purpose. The pursuit of lifelong learning, the search for genuine happiness, and the desire to earn both love and respect. Today, I echo those same words, but with a new perspective. As the 100th graduating class, we walk in the footsteps of those who came before us, and we set the tone for those who will follow. We are both a reflection of the past and a spark for the future. And the class of 2025 has left quite the legacy. We've built a legacy of academic excellence, with 34 early Palmetto Fellows qualifiers, 107 honor graduates, and 158 distinguished honor graduates. We've built a legacy of athletic achievement with 29 athletic scholarships, 10 lower state titles, and 2 state championships across all sports teams. We've built a legacy of service and commitment, with 16 of our classmates choosing to serve our country through military enlistment. And most importantly, we've left a legacy of character through leadership, volunteerism, and the way we've shown up for each other day after day. Future classes will have big shoes to fill, but our journey doesn't end here. There's a world ahead of us full of possibility and, yes, uncertainty. For some of us, that future means heading to college or trade school. For others, it means entering the workforce or serving in the military. No matter the path, each journey is meaningful and each one contributes to the legacy we carry forward. The great expectations that await us are not measured in titles or trophies. They are found in the call to lead with integrity, to uplift others, to adapt in a rapidly changing world, and to chase purpose over perfection. Do not be discouraged when challenges come, because we are capable. And much to our dismay, failure is a part of life. However, if you choose to learn and grow from it, you'll find that it's just a stepping stone to success. Great expectations still await us, not as burdens, but as invitations. And we've already proven that we can rise to meet them together. If I could leave you with one message, it would be this: carry your legacy forward. Help others when they need it, be true to yourself, keep learning, be kind, and above all, dream big. So as you've likely already heard, and will hear many more times this week, congratulations. We are the 100th, and we are just getting started.
Good evening, Green Wave family. It's an honor to be with you tonight, not only as your superintendent, but as a proud parent celebrating alongside you. And while every graduation is significant, this one is deeply personal. This class holds a special place in my heart as my own twin daughters cross the stage with you. Tonight, I feel the weight and the wonder of this moment. Like many of you, I've laughed, cried, prayed, and persevered through the journey it took to get here. But tonight, it isn't just about one graduating class. Tonight, we celebrate 100 years of tradition, excellence, and Green Wave pride. A century of students, teachers, and families who have built this school into something extraordinary. And how fitting it would be is this class of 25 is the one to mark this milestone. Because you, more than most, have embodied what it means to carry that legacy forward. The Green Wave isn't just a mascot, it's our spirit, powerful, resilient, and unrelenting. You face challenges that would make others turn back. You've weathered storms, but literal and figurative, but through every test, you showed up. You pressed forward. You didn't just ride the wave, you became it. And if there are two words that exemplify the heart of the class of 2025, they are grit and perseverance. Grit isn't loud. It's not always pretty. Sometimes it looks like late night studying, taking a makeup test after practice, or helping a sibling with homework when you are exhausted. Yourself, it's the quiet courage to keep going, even when no one is watching. Perseverance has been your foundation, and so much of that comes down to your attitude and effort, the choice to stay positive when it would be easier to give up, and the determination to keep showing up and giving your best. Those qualities will serve you long after you leave these halls. As you prepare to step into your next chapter, whether it's college, the military, a career, or past still unfolding, remember the grit that got you here. Hold on to it, nurture it, let it guide you when the road gets steep. And tonight, as tassels turn and doors open, I want you to leave with this. The world needs people like you, people who don't quit when it's hard, who lift others up when they're down, and who turn obstacles into opportunities. To every member of the class of 2025, I'm proud of the people you're becoming. Go forward with grit, walk boldly with heart, and always, always remember you are forever a Green Wave. Here's to the future and to the next 100 years. Congratulations, 2025.
The faculty and seniors respectfully request your cooperation as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2025 in a dignified and respectful manner. All names are important to family and friends. Please help us ensure that all names are heard by holding your applause and celebration until all seniors are recognized. Please do not leave your seats to take pictures or photos. A photographer will take each graduate's picture as they cross the stage. Also, remain in place until the graduates recess from the Coliseum floor. I ask that you refrain from using air horns or noisemakers of any kind that might distract from this ceremony. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. I present the 2025 Somerville High School valedictorian, Chandler Adair Rourke. I present the 2025 Somerville High School salutatorian, Charles Robert Gross. Now presenting the distinguished honor graduates, Valerie Renee Acosta, Evelyn Faith Annis, Rosio Elizabeth Arroyo, Ellie Nicole Babb, Alyssa Marie Baldridge, Jakari Eugene Keon Bellamy, Ansley Catherine Bennett, Nora Madison Blackwell, Brennan Cash Blanton, Cadence Cheyenne Gale Bone, Lucas Jerry Boyer, Daniel James Brantley, Andrew Joseph Brandisi, Genevieve Nicole Brown, Olivia Ashlyn Brown, Braden McKinley Byrne, Olivia Julian Kaler, Audrey Hope Campbell, Mason Elijah Clifton, Riley Henry Coombs, John Franklin Corley, Julian Thomas Covington, Lillian May Crosby, Noah Christopher Cullinan, William Patrick Cumby Jr., Jaden Lee Cummings, Emma Raquel Daly, Silas Liam Daly, Jonathan Ozias Dantzler, Emma Catherine Doherty, Molly Sherilyn Doherty, Joshua Lawrence Degnan, Gabrielle Alexander De La Cruz, Helena Lee Drayton, Abigail Grace Driscoll, Melanie Rose Edwards, Paxton Bryce Elrod, Emily Grace Farless, Cheryl Roisin Victoria Fisher, Jalen Amon Foster, Samaj Sinari Nate Frazier, Amara Rochelle Gamble, Teranasia Unique Geddes, Bryce Peyton G., Michaela Christine Godfrey, Aubrey Reese Goodson, Chase Ryan Grammer, Addison Caroline Green, Aria Kayla Green, Lauren Elizabeth Greer, Olivia Jane Grillo, Carson Blake Wynn, Benjamin Patrick Hamilton, Julia Renee Hanna, Sydney Kayla Hanna, Kaya James Harvey, Nevea Valencia Hearn, Emily Hernandez, Naomi Lisbeth Hernandez Perez, Albert Jason Hickey Jr., Jasony Princess Hickman, Emery Frederica Holness, Lauren Grace Howard, Cooper Michael Huey, Braden Alexander Hersey, Colin Wayne Jakes, Cooper Elliott Jakes, Abigail Lynn James, Logan Edward Johnson, Olivia Ann Johnson, Mason Lee Carnes, Annalie Kingsford, Livia Marine Coach, Jalea Jamal Ladson, Shelby Desiree Ladson, Tatiana Monet Laurie, Alexandra Rose Lee, Austin James Link, Jay Liu, Natalie Alexia Lopez Diaz, Evelyn Lenore Mahaffey, Peter Will Pokulon Makepeace, Toller Matthew Malloy, Zachary Alexander Marshall, Patrick Joseph Mathis, Nathan James May, Victoria Hope McMahon, Solomon Gabriel Malat, Ivan Gabriel Mendez, Aiden Micaiah Miller, Hannah Grace Minor, Catherine Patrice Moore, Alana Rose Morano, McKenna Nicole Morgan, Ethan John Mount, Haley Sue Mullis, Caroline Alexis Murphy, Reese Kerrigan Murray, Reese Reagan Nelson, Sarah Elizabeth Oates, Austin Cameron Oliver, Addison Grace Peterson, Savannah Mackenzie Pierce, Sarah Ashley Price, Hudson Aubrey Purdy, Lillian Caroline Rafferty, Jacqueline Reyes Rodriguez, Peyton Alyssa Ridge, Francis Earl Roberts II, Dasi Sheshana Runbacon, Sky Nicole Riles, Jasleen Salome, Wyatt Cole Savage, Braden Joel Shalaba, Nora Lee Seymour, Anna Felicity Rose Shelburne, Julia Margarita Schuler, Alexandra Lynn Seawick, Jillian Chloe Slaw, Rosa Mackenzie Sopikiotis, Rodney Alexander Spigner, Emily Alice Standridge, Austin Logan Stanky, Abigail Grace Sweat, James Hunter Swing, Anna Grace Ray Tanner, Zaire Jakayla Shylin Taylor, Evan Anderson Tennant, Nuri Rizel Turkanley, Orion Avery Thebo, Madison Michael Thomas, Matthew Connor Thomas Santiago, Katie May Trailer, Thomas Richard Tyler, Anna Laura Yarostegi, Michelle Velasco Matias, Eugene Jaime Labrador Verona, Joshua Caleb Vidor, Katie Lynn Villarreal, Madison Reese Walkman, Sean Thomas Waddell, Addison Abigail Lynette Wallace, Kylie Hope Walrath, Natalie Elizabeth Watts, Avery Aiden Webb, Emma Jane Webb, Travis James Whipkey, Samuel Michael Williford, John Frederick Wimberly, Mark Patrick Wimberly, Sally Clark Wimberly, Riley Elizabeth Winkles, Dawson Lee Wright, Adina Lily Robluski, Gabriel Chamanez Samoez, Carson Delaney Yoder. And now presenting the honor graduates. Kaylee K. Adamson, Alina Emery Allen, Tabitha Jo Arsenault, Messiah Toshawn Bailey, Evie Diane Bates, Joseph Eugene Boris, Mackenzie Lynn Brown, Lisa Bain Bringleson, Adriana Lily Burton, Peyton Lynn Cahoon, Marvin Rolando Castillo, Cadence Teresa Chacha, Ethan Willard Crow, Anna Kylie Cruz Ochoa, Jenna Elise Culbertson, Shauna Nicole Culbertson, Matthew Logan Deason, Allie Michelle Dixon, Caroline Louise Chinello Ibanue, Pia Elizabeth Cruz Encarnacion, Luden Bryce Fatchko, Olivia Lachey Flores, Stephen Dalton Ford, Oscar Antonio Gonzalez Jr., Mia Guadabus Lopez, Isaac Gabriel Hardy, Jonas Everett Hawk, Jonah Cody Hawkins Reed, John Andrew Hayes II, Nathan Kane Helms, Carson Riley Holt, LJ Hewlett, Caleb Wesley Jarrett, Alicia Elaine Jenkins, Gretchen Claire Johnson, Anaya Chevelle Johnson Haynes, Nathaniel Kale Kemeke, Noelle Elizabeth Keller, Maya Sylvia Ketchens, Bradley Logan Kincaid, Kamaya Ariana Kitt, Jocelyn Rose Cossey, Peyton Isaac Cruzwick, Jacqueline Laura Velasquez, Michaela Marie Law, Cameron Lene Lewis, Josie Abigail Limehouse, Kylie Marie Logue, Aislinn Kelly McConnell, Matthias James Manarock, Ethan Tyler McIntyre, Andre DeMar McKenzie, Michael Henry McMahon, Liam Ellis McNamara, Chloe Wren Melanian, Tatum Cooper Mitchell, Abby Lynn Mose, Americus Kelly Marie Mosley, Fadan Melody Moultrie, Jack Durrell Mount, Tamia Kennedy Mungin, Parker Liam Nicolau, Mackenzie Lee Nolan, Amber Marie Odom, Helena Rose Olivares, Alexis Kai Pasick, Drew Lauren Page, Ana Clara Silvera Pasos, Eva Carolina Perez Martinez, Addison Marie Peza, Royce Guerin Piper, Madison Rose Preedy, McKenna Ray Reed, Steele Kent Robinson, Aubrey Joyce Rogers, Reagan Sage Rogers, Heaven Amia Sanders, Caroline Rianne Schwest, Abigail Blaine Serpus, Savannah Rain Shepherd, Benjamin Philip Sherman, Morgan Reese Shorter, Caroline Judith Sicard, Lydia Chase Slocum, Annalyn Smith, Tristan Allen Smith, London Alyssa Smitely, Gabrielle Christian Stacy, Michaela Alexis Stamey, Colton Carnell Still, Brennan Dakota Stout, Arlen James Somerset, William John Sissa, Jada Ruth Taylor, Melvin Christopher Teal, Carolina Ann Tolpa, Chloe Jade Ververs, Aiden Patrick Vorlick, Jasmine Marie Ward, Carter Lane Wells, Charleston Olivia Wilbanks, Nevaeh Jean Williams, and our final honor graduate, Isabella Marie Young. Houston Alexander Alberter, Natalie Joan Elizabeth Albright, Caleb Alston Alexander, Scarlett Abigail Alexander, Austin Richard Alamond, Javion Jaquel Allen, Eloy Abdel Alonzo Sanchez, Alessandro Faith Amador Acosta, Jacob Mattis Anderson, Juan Trevon Angulo, Penelope Jade Arthur, Brent Dylan Ashline, William Avia Garcia, Maria Adalia Avance, Joshua Rodney Ayala, Jantea Lee Batchelor, Jessica Rose Bailey, Cameron L. Bailey, Jacob Neal Baldwin, Aiden Tyler Barnes, Jemiah Livette Barnes, Montrell Rayvon Barnett, Avery Annalisa Barney, Anaya Lee Barrett, Jadon Amir Baskerville, Carlos Alberto Bajarano Castro Jr., Jonah Michael Belk, Anaya Anya Bellinger, Corindo Trent Benton, Mackenzie Marjorie Rose Berchold, Mia Grace Bay, Bennett Lee Black, Christina Zaire Black, Masad Staten Blue, Mariana Mariska Bodison, Tylea Chantel Bookert, Anessa Marie Borhunter, Mary Ann Boruff, Promise Leah Bowen, Tavion Cottrell Bowman, Nicholas James Boyer Cervea, Aiden K. Beerley, Nicholas Andrew Briggs, Romera Dantes Shazari Bright. Cameron Michael Brokaw. Bevan Xavier Brooks Jr. Jaden Malik Broughton. Ayana Mae Brown. Joseph Anthony Brown Jr. Jashawn Alexander Brown. Lamaika Nakia Isabella Brown. Landon Johnstone Brown. William Murphy Brown Jr. Jasmine Davina Brusso. Jaden Leo Bryant. Andon Ashley Bunch. Samuel David Burge. Kasaira Nalay Burns. Jaleese LaShawn Burris. Brendy Marie Bustos. Ariana Teresa Nicole Butler. Amanda Lynn Bird. Troy Heaton Bird. Victoria Anais Cahigas. Beetle Paige Callahan. Christopher James Campbell. Eli Paul Canaday. Tamaya Reese Canty. Carter Michael Cahill. Diasia Samaya Cave. Areli Denise Sanchez Sabata. Colton Riley Seglia. Emily Cervantes Abad. Charlotte May Cesare. Lyric David Chambers. Anila Simone Champagne. Jaden Anthony Charles. Arel Christopher Stephen Cheeks Allen. Jemiah Dejanez Jermella Chisholm. Yahim Siobhan Chisholm. Alacia Renee Sid. Rocco James Sias. Cameron Ashton Clark. Caden Alexander Clark. Jess Aaron Clark. Jonathan Ray Clark Jr. Yavantha Faith Claremont. Layla Kennedy Cleveland. Madison Elizabeth Clevenger. Riley Elizabeth Cole. Allison Dakota Coleman. Marley Sky Collette. Joanna Denise Combs. Tyla Janae Conway. Jeremy Ray Corbin Jr. Princess Yohines Covington. Adeline Brielle Crankshaw. Aaliyah Naira Crapwiley. Lillian Nicole Creel. Sarah Ashley Cripps. Isabel Ann Marie Crowell. Fernando Cruz Sanchez. Justin Jr. Cruz Santos. Addison Elizabeth Zock. Krista Natasha Daniels. Anthony Jerome Dash Jr. Emmeline Lenar Davis. Mason James Davis. Trunasia Tashiana Davis. Zaria Rochelle Davis. Landon Riley Deaton. Montez Rylan Reyna Dennis. Brian Edward Dermody Jr. Olivia Janai Desessor. Edward Anthony DeVoe Jr. Mariah Jalen Dew. Caitlin Ray Diaz. Emma Kate DeMola. Sincere Leandro Dixon. Anye Shanice Doctor. Ayana Elizabeth Nikela Dulce Prince. Courtney Deshawn Dorsey Jr. Landon Monique Drayton. Tiomi Allure Admira Drayton. Xavier Shakir Drayton. Cole Ryan Driggers. Blue Aaron Durham. Bergen Anson Edwards, Abigail Grace Ellers, Jasmine Amani Ellington, Kamari Denasia Renee Ellis, Grover Cleveland Emmanuel III, Serenity LaShawn Emerson, Sophia May Engbrock, Haley Abigail Ergel, Tyler Alexander Avery, Dennis Lee Fan III, Madden Michael Faylock, Jenna Francesca Fernandez, Kaliko Deshawn Fife, Ashley Marie Filia, Morgan Alexis Flood, Aaron Christopher Floyd, Ezekiel James Ford Chester, Tristan Joshua Fordyce, Jada Mariah Foster, Julius Isaiah Frazier, Chevelle Ramonta Frazier, Aaron Joseph Fuerte, Robert Ashley Furbush, Santonio Danelle Gerard Fayel, Diori Kiara Gaines, Liam Robert Quinn Gallo, Kamari Tavon Nat, Gabriela Therese Garcia, Angel Ronaldo Garcia Tufano, Tegan Drew Garlock, Sky Zamora Goss, Ronald Khalil Gavins, Sean Lamarck Geddes Jr., Drew John Henry Gibson, Anthony Thomas Gladden, Mysere Alexander Glass, Albert Alexander Glover III, Scarlett Jasmine Glover, Robin Elizabeth Nagy, Joao Pedro Gonzaga Piez, Lupisha Anai Gonzalez, Javel Treshawn Gordon, Aubrey Renee Gorin, Amari Nicole Govan Alston, Kamari Nyasia Govan Alston, Zion Cassandra Graham, Nylasia Amari Grant, Jakeem DeCarlos Gray, Jordan Caleb Gray, Autumn Nicole Green, Jakari Naheem Griffin, Braden Charles Grignon, Abigail Grace Grooms, Ayana Leighton Moon Grove, Bricklin Mariana Guerrero Sanith, Ava Greer Remel Gassari, Avery Ashton Gunn, Daniela Ariana Gutierrez, Margaret Elizabeth Hagan, Yasmin Hamilton, Xavier Lewis Harley, Camara Tandalea Janae Harrison, Caitlin Elaine Hartley, Dias Drashawn Harvin, Tristan Allen Hawkins Jr., Jonas Michael Haynes, Preston Michael Heath, Madison Sophie Hellerstein, Ethan Cole Henning, Rosalie Hernandez Torres, Caleb Kenneth Herring, Michaela Rose Herring, Colin DeWitt Hayward, Aaliyah Sherelle Elaine Hill, Philip Andrew Hillman, Haley Renee Holden, Reese James Hollingworth, Taylor Elizabeth Hobson, Joshua Bradley Horton, Aaliyah Faith Zion Hubert, Evan Ray Husky, Julian Jawan Husser, Cortland Alexander Hyde, Susan Aria Alardi, Christian Eduardo Anestroza Ramirez, Blessed Trinity Isaac, Jaquez Hassani Izzard, Julia Nicole Miracle Izzard, Caden Andrew Jackson, William Anthony Jackson, Charlotte Rain Jaffe, Kobe Jim Jagwaling, Kyasia Monet Diamond Jameson, Michael Hawergi, Owen Andrew Jewell, Adelie Faith Johnson, Decorah Eleanor Johnson, Justice Rodney Johnson, Marlasia Janae Johnson, Charlie Lynn Marie Jones, Christopher Kennard Jones Jr., Emily Amanda Michelle Jones, Lily Joy Sophia Jones, Miles Jermaine Jones, Nasir Jones, Jalen Jermaine Joy, Jalen Diamond Joyner, Solomon Kaiwi Kanoa Kamau IV, Hunter Michael Castellon, Bennett Michael Kelly, Nevaeh Mackenzie Kennedy, Jacob Paul Ketch, Avon Jamal Kennard, Madison Marie Kinner, Anya Lynn Kirkman, Colin Banks Knight, Emily Inez Laframboise, Julius O'Neill Lampkin, Kaylee Lynn Lancia, Cody Raymond Landis, Krissa Taylor Lavasser, Christopher Jacob Levine, Trinity Nevaeh Lawson, Carly May Lane, Leslie Gale Lane, Andrew Michael Lemke, Chase Lee Lewis, Nicholas Walter Lincoln, Jeremiah Donnell Link, Luke Benjamin Lockhart, Myasia Anya Nicole Lockwood, Julian Michael Lofay, Giovanna Rose Longo, Diego Lopez Cruz, Michelle Lopez Ortiz, Trinity Bliss Lyons, Anthony Jamal Macon Jr., Aubrey Kristen Magponte, Caden Nasir Magwood, Gavin Andrew Mackay, Christian Hunter Mancha, Kayla Sarari Manigault, Denasia Miracle Martin, Emma Marie Martin, Viviana Esperanza Martinez, Jacob Thomas Masarin, Jaden Eric Mason, Gabrielle Michael Maynard, Miley Jacqueline Mazel, Maya Leanne Mazik, Megan Grace McClary, Skylar Morgan McCrae, Garrett Morrison McGowan, Deja Michaela Gail McHatton, Britley Jean Nicole McKinney, Cameron James McKnight, Kiara Jean McNeil, Zachary Aiden Meir, Adamaris Betsabeth Melger, Diavin Labin Mello, Maria de Jesus Mendoza Banda, Brooklyn Vivian Meyer, Tamaje Zayasia Middleton, Calix James Miller, Troy Dalton Miller, Dinasia Zane Mitchell, Codyanne Hannah Rose Mitzenberg, Magnolia Yamile Molina, Amber Renee Montaldo, Aiden J. Montalvo, Samaria Audrey Gianna Mood, Peyton Conley Moore,
Preston Addison Moore, Gregory Allen Moreland, Kiara Nevea Moultrie, Alfredo Joseph Musset, Jalen Mackenzie Myers, Rashawn Lee Nelson, Warren Orlando Nelson, Colton J. Nemeth, Morgan Lynn Naroda, Macy Marie Nussbaumer, Anthony John Oliva, Sophia Grace Oliveras, Jordan Law Oliver, Trevor Eugene Oliver, Savannah Marie Orr, Tyler Richard Osborne, Henry Eugene Owens III, Ashton Perry Painter, Liliana Elizabeth Parker, London Oren Parker, Marshall Lane Pasco, Aiden Bauer Penley, Yvonne Xavier Perez, Christopher Perez Ochoa, Hayden Keith Perillo, Jarrell Lamar Perry Jr., Layla J. Hebert Peters, Gage Thomas Peterson, Jayla DeAmari Pettigrew, Amelia Grace Petty, Bailey Alexis Payton, Alessandro Pimentel Garandos, Genesis Victoria Pinata Esquivel, Miles Anthony Pizzo, Caleb Stewart Poff, Felicity Ann Poncio, Shannon Elena Porcher, Amelia Elizabeth Preeb, Parker Hunter Prine, Caleb Elijah Pringle, Peter Wyatt Puglisi, Anthony Michael Quigley, Emily Grace Ragsdale, Caitlin Starr Rayford, Martha Lizeth Ramirez Platero, Sean Thomas Roush, Kaylin Grayson Reynolds, Zymir Raquan Richardson, Christopher Jamal Rickenbacher Jr., Hudson Carr Richter, Demarian Jaquans Riley, Braden Gregory Riley Tyner, Taylor Grace Riley Tyner, Lucian Cole Rios, Jaleel Rashawn Rivers, Bryce Aiden Robertson, Yassine Amir Robotham, Yaya Manir Robotham, Desmond Elix Rosuperant, Kenley Shea Rosenbaum, Casey Adam Rowland, Alexandra Nakuli Rios Torres, Tynasia Brianna Rush, Nicholas Cole Rywelski, Brenda Santiago Bustia, Damian Santiago Reyes, Chandler Pearson Salisbury, Keandre Jermaine Sawyer, Landon Cody Schreiber, Hunter Thomas Schultz, Curry James Scott, Jennifer Eileen Scott, Zania Lanique Scott, Savannah Elena Seabrook, Ian Christopher Sellers, Holden Lee Senecal, Robert Augustus Shera, Delana Jane Shope, Derek Maurice Simmons Jr., Shantiana Kaylin Antoinette Simmons, Sincere Andrea Iglesias Skinner, Margarita Serganevna Skobach, Zion Donata Smiley, Ellery Grace Smith, Frederick Joseph Smith, Kyasia Giselle Smith, Quentin Alexander Smith, Richie Jermaine Smith Jr., Tanner Lee Smith. Yasir Damari Smith. Kirsten Leanne Summer. Fabian Soriano Gonzalez. Joshua James Spencer. Diana Lachey Stewart. Carter Luciano Stewart. Jalen Kerwin Stewart. Jayla Shade Stokes. Jace Charles Stone. Timothy Eugene Streety III. Camilla Jasmine Suarez Perez. Lillian May Suter. Arturo Telco Jr. Kanasia Angelina Taste. Bryce Michael Taylor. Brinley Cole Taylor. Patience Briante Talea Taylor. Aiden Morrison Thomas. Emma Jean Thompson. Robert Francis Thompson. Carly Louise Tillman. Ranye Jamari Tisdale Ellis. Tanivia Carolyn Tolan. Courtney Taylor Torrance. Kayla Taria Shade Tucker. Kelly Samantha Tofino Romero. Caden Joel Turner. Joshua Allen Vassy. Aiden Patrick Vandemark. Devasia Imone Shakayla Varner. John Daniel Varner Jr. Lois Armando Vasquez Rodriguez. Vanessa Marie Velasquez. Jose Taddeo Vincencio Ramirez. Jack Moville Villegas Rivera. DeAndre Rylan Walker. Dantes Arnez Walker. Jaquez Lorenzo Afino Walker. Tatum Danica Walters. Alexander Caden Elijah Ward. Austin Matthew Ward. Jaden James Waring. Christopher Tyreek Washington Jr. Kayshawn Javon Washington. Joya Diane Waters. Ian Connor Watts. Kyle Tyson Weathers Brown Jr. Coral Lee Weaver. Austin Nicholas Webster. Sabria Monet Weldon. Jaden Marie Wells. Frank Turner Wendell. Alexander Renard White. Dayton Jashawn White. Kalia Bernadette Shadiah White. Ryan Latrell White. Daniel Matthew Weibark. Jacob Croft Williams. Caden Orlando Williams. Patrick Joseph Williams. Jasmine Malia Wilson. Madeline Eve Wilson. Olivia Lois Whitmer. Aiden Philip Woods. Ethan Michael Workman. Carly Michelle Wright. Kayvon Duranta Wright. Yasmin Zakayla Yates. And Susie Elaine Ziegler.
Good job. The flower you presented with you as you left the stage serves as a universal symbol of communication. It has its own unique way of speaking without saying a word and is able to convey emotions that we sometimes have difficulty expressing. Your flower serves two purposes. First, we spend so much time doing the work of school that we simply forget to say, "Thank you, graduates, for all the successes and good times you have provided to us as individuals." And second, use this flower to help express your gratitude and your emotions to the loved ones as you see them for the first time as you graduate. Now, it is my duty as principal of Somerville High School and on behalf of the faculty and staff to certify to Mr. Doherty, Superintendent of Schools, and to the Board of Trustees that these seniors have fulfilled all state and local requirements to earn their high school diploma. Mr. Doherty, it is my recommendation that all members of this 100th class of 2025 be accepted as duly qualified.
As superintendent and on behalf of Dorchester School District 2 Board of Trustees in the state of South Carolina, I certify that all candidates for South Carolina's high school diploma have met all graduation requirements. I proudly accept the Somerville High School class of 2025 as graduates. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I know I'm the last thing standing between you and the exit doors, so I'll keep this brief but very meaningful. We wouldn't be here tonight without the unwavering support of our teachers, staff, families, and friends. To our faculty, thank you for your dedication, patience, and guidance throughout our years here at Somerville High School. I'm sure you'll miss writing smart passes, reminding us to put our phones away, and asking us for the 100th time to take our hoodies down. The class of 2025 has achieved so much. We've excelled academically and athletically, celebrating multiple championships, region titles, and earning scholarships that will take us all over the country. No matter what path each of us takes next, I have no doubt that we will continue to rise to our potential and make an impact. It has been one of the greatest honors of my life to serve as your student body president. As you walk out of this Coliseum tonight, take with you the lessons you've learned, the friendships you've built, and above all else, remember this: once a green wave, always a green wave. And now, with immense pride and joy, I ask the 100th graduating class of Somerville High School to please rise. Move your tassels from right to left and remain standing for the singing of our alma mater.